Last day we had seen investment in securities, factors affecting the decision for investment, then credit rating, benefit to the banks and the benefit to the borrowers. Okay, that we studied last day. So what are the factors affecting the decision for investment? Factors affecting the decision for investment. Aditya, factors affecting the decision for investment. 3 factors are there. So what are the factors?
Safety of principal.
Safety of principal.
Liquidity of.
Liquidity.
Profitability or yield.
Profitability or marketability. Very good. So what do you mean by secured loan? What do you mean by secured loan? Anat, what do you mean by secured loan?
It is a loan which is given with the collateral, when collateral is there.
Okay, it is secured by charge on the specific assets of the company or as a collateral security. Next, what do you mean by unsecured loan? Unsecured loan. Femina, unsecured loan. Connection. We have connection problem. Tomlin, what do you mean by unsecured loan?
Sir, it is loan which is given against our income, credit score, job.
Yes. Okay. The loans which are not secured by any asset, it is secured by the on the base of borrower's credit worthiness, on the base of steady income jobs. That is unsecured loan. Then what do you mean by credit rating? What do you mean by credit rating, Karthik?
Sir, credit rating is a measurement of a person or a business ability to repay a financial obligation based on income and past repayments.
Correct. Okay. Assessment of the borrowers that determines whether the borrower will be able to pay the liabilities on time. That is credit rating. So then we studied benefit of credit rating to banks for better investment, then safety insured. Next for borrowers, easy loan approval, then conceivable rate of interest. That all we studied. So today I am going to start. What are the credit rating agencies? Okay, only name and full form that you had to study. Okay, credit rating agencies in India. So what are the institutions? They will rate the individuals and companies credit worthiness, whether they have the ability to repay the loan in time or not. So that's why, so lot of institutions are there. First one, CIBIL, Credit Information Bureau of India Limited. Credit Information Bureau of India Limited. That is, which one? CIBIL, Credit Information Bureau of India Limited. So it is considered as the one of the leading credit information agency in India. Leading credit information agencies. Okay, they will write the individuals as well as the companies. Understand? So they are collecting lot of information. Understand? They maintains one of the highest collection of consumer information available globally. It is available globally. That institution is Credit Information Bureau of India Limited. It is established. It was established in August that 2000 time only. It is established. It is one of the leading credit rating institutions in India. Okay, so they will rate the individuals as well, whether the individual have the ability to repay the loan then as well as the company. Next one, CRISIL. CRISIL means Credit Rating Information Services of India Limited. Credit Rating Information Services of India Limited. Okay, it is established in 1987. Okay, its headquarters also Mumbai, same like CIBIL headquarters Mumbai only. Mumbai. 1987. It was established in 1987. So it calculates the credit worthiness of the companies on the base of their positions. Okay, that is CRISIL, Credit Rating Information Service of India Limited. This is also credit rating agencies in India. Okay, but now leading is CIBIL. Okay, it is old one. Now also it is working. Credit Rating Information Service of India Limited. Next, ICRA, Investment Information and Credit Rating, Investment Information and Credit Rating Agencies. That is ICRA. It was formed in 1991. It was formed in 1991. Its headquarters at Mumbai. So they are also credit. They are doing a lot of credit services, bank loan credit rating, financial sector, in insurance sector. In every sector, they will do the credit rating. Okay, so that is Investment Information and Credit Rating Agencies. Next, CARE, Credit Analysis and Research. Credit Analysis and Research. It was established in 1993. It was established in 1993. Headquarters Mumbai. Only. So they are also doing the same service. Financial strength also they will write. Performance capability also. Operational efficiency of the company also. Financial strength also they will write. Same like other agencies. The next, ONICRA. ONICRA means Onida Individual Credit Rating Agency. Onida Individual Credit Rating Agency. So it was established in same year only, 1993. Headquarters Gurugram, Haryana. Okay, Haryana, Gurugram. That place is Gurugram. Okay, so they also say they will write the financial strength and operational efficiency of the performance capacity of the company. Next, SMERA. It is new 2020. Small medium enterprise rating agencies. Small medium enterprise rating agencies. Okay, so they will write the small scale industry also, SME rating also, then other share market, the companies rating also they will do. Okay, these are the credit rating agencies of India. So you have to study the name and full form also. Okay, CIBIL, Credit Information Bureau of India Limited. Credit Information Bureau of India Limited. Then CRISIL, Credit Rating Information Services of India Limited. ICRA, Investment Information and Credit Rating Agency. CARE, Credit Analysis and Research. UNICRA, Individual Credit Rating Agency. Then SMERA, Small Medium Enterprises Rating Agencies. So how they will write? So normally how they will write? Suppose if it is AAA, AA means they have AA, then 1A means low credit risk. How they will write? Low credit risk. So how they will write? So on this point they will write suppose AAA, AA, then single A means low credit risk. Then second, suppose BBB, then double B, it means moderate credit risk. Moderate credit risk. Okay, moderate credit risk. Next, BC, high credit risk. BC, high credit risk. Next, D, defaulted. So they won't give the amount. Okay, so through this way they will write the company or individuals. Okay, in first case no problem, we can give more amount of loan to that person or that company. Second, if they write second case means little risk is there, then also no problem. Okay, BC means high credit risk. If you give, it will be risky only. The next one, D means we won't get, we will have to consider as a bad debt. Okay, irrecoverable portion of loan we have to consider in the case. So through that way only they will write the individuals and the companies. Okay, next. Next one, credit card. So now we are studying which one? Secured loan and unsecured loan we studied. So here we are studying the what are the types of which one? Unsecured loan. Okay, types of unsecured loan. Now we are studying. So now we will study types of unsecured. Now first we will study credit card. Next personal loans, education loans, then secured loan, home loan, then which one? Home loan, gold loan, that we will study. Okay, now we are studying unsecured loans. What are the types of unsecured loan? So first one, credit card. Credit card. So what do you mean by credit card? It is a small plastic card. It is a small plastic card issued by a bank. Issued by a bank, allowing the holder, enabling the holder to purchase goods and services on credit. To purchase goods and services on credit. It is a small plastic card issued by a bank, allowing the holder to purchase goods or services on credit. That is credit card. So what do you mean by debit card? Debit card means our ATM card. So we have to deposit the money in the account. Then only we can purchase the goods. Is it correct? If we have a balance in the account, then only we will get goods. Here means if you have no balance is there, we will get it. That is a credit card. It is a small. It enables the holder to purchase goods or services on credit. Understand? So one thing you have to remember: our expenses will increase quickly with a credit card. Is it correct? Means expenses can add up quickly with a credit card. Understand? So credit card imposes the condition that the card holder pay back. The card holder pay back the borrowed amount. Pay back the borrowed money plus any interest, plus the interest, if any additional charge also, that also, either in full by the billing date, the same date we will repay, otherwise after a period, after over a time. So otherwise after some days we will repay, after a month we will repay. That is credit card. Okay, so it enables the holder to purchase goods or services on credit. That is credit card. Okay, so majority of the in early only some of the banks only issued credit card because it is risk only. Okay, so if the borrower didn't pay the amount in time, it will create a risk. Okay, so that's why in earlier, now almost all banks are issuing credit card, but they won't issue to the normal individuals. They will check our credit worthiness. Okay, our steady income jobs, then only they will issue which one? Credit card. Okay, so these are the advantages and disadvantages of credit card. Okay, credit card, we said it is a small plastic card issued by the bank, enabling the holder to purchase goods or services on credit. Okay, next, so what are the advantages? Then what are the disadvantages of credit card? So advantages, 4 advantages are there. Spreading purchases out, buying now, pay later, having purchase protection. Next, boosting your credit rating. Boosting your credit rating. So these are the advantages of credit card. So first one, spreading purchases out. Spreading purchases out means with the help of the credit card, we will be able to spread out the cost of large purchase. We will be able to spread out. We will be able to spread out the cost of large purchase, such as home appliance, any monthly payments. Okay, so this can be useful for emergency situation where you face financial difficulties. Okay, suppose now we want to purchase any home appliance, but we have no cash. But with the help of, suppose the cost is 30,000 or 40,000. Now we have only 5,000. Okay, so it is more purchase. So through we will be able to spread out the cost of. So now we can purchase that home appliance. Then after that we have to make payment in installments. Okay, that is first advantages of credit card. No need to carry a huge amount. If you are facing any financial difficulties during the period of COVID, so we are facing. So with the help of credit card, we can purchase the things. But after that, we have to pay. That is another thing. Next one, buying now, pay later. So that we know already. So with the help of a credit card, you can buy goods and services. Okay. Then after that, you have to make a payment in installment. Now we can buy, and payment will be later only. Payment will be in future only. That is another advantages. But if it is a debit card, so we have to deposit the amount in the bank. Then only we can purchase. But if it is a credit card, means now we can buy. Then the payment will be made in future. Next, having purchase protection. Having purchase protection. If any transaction goes wrong, any if any amount is missing, we will be able to claim for a refund. We will be able to claim for a refund from your credit card provider. It is a credit card provider is HDFC Bank, so we can claim for refund. So if an example, if the purchase payment is only 5,000, but our account debited 7,000, like that means, so we can claim for refund. Okay, if your credit card is used fraudulently. Okay, so we have purchase protection is there. Okay, for the credit card holder. Next, boosting your credit rating. Some credit card offers a 0 period interest. Sometimes that I'm telling. Some banks are offering credit 0% interest. But we have to make payment in at the correct time. Next, boosting your credit rating. Boosting your credit rating. Suppose credit card can offer a way to improve your financial situation and creating better borrowing. Means if you make your repayment in full each month if you are making the correct payment, then it leads to slowly build your credit report. It will increase your credit report. It means that you have the capacity to repay the loan. Some people what they used to do, they will take the loan after they won't make payments at the correct time. So it will affect their credit report. Then afterwards, if they want any loan from bank, they won't give. Okay, so boosting your credit rating. So suppose if you are making the payment at the correct time, it will increase our credit report. So then after that also you can borrow money from that bank for a long period also. So suppose if you make repayment at the correct time, then they will give more amount for a long period of time. Okay, so that is boosting your credit rating. Boosting your credit rating. So if you make payment in installment at the correct time, so it will increase our credit report. So then they will give, suppose if you apply for any big loan, large amount of loan, they will ready to give the loan, because we have good credit report. Okay, suppose if you have poor credit, little credit worthiness, means we won't get the loan from the bank after that. Okay, so that these are the advantages of credit card. Next, disadvantages of credit card: the possibility of debt. The possibility of debt. Credit score, fees and charges. Fees and charges. The possibility of debt, credit score, and fees and charges. So these are the disadvantages of credit card. First one, the possibility of debt. Means if you take the credit card, it lead to put yourself in a rising debt if you are not able to pay back what you borrowed. Okay, so it will increase our debt. Okay, credit will increase, debt will increase. Okay, so it will lead to, suppose if you are not making payment in one installment, two installment, three installment, means it will increase, it will add our debt. So it will create problem, okay, to us also, to the family also. Okay, that is disadvantages of which one, credit card. Next one, then some credit card can charge a high rate of interest, sometimes over 20%. Okay, 20% also they will charge it. So then it will build up quickly. So if you are not repaying installment, means again they will increase. Okay, so that is one disadvantage of which one, credit card. Okay, so it put in yourself in rising debt, then interest charge also will increase if you are not making payments. So it will be a big burden to the persons. Next one, credit score. Credit score means credit card debt or build up or missing payment can influence your credit rating. Okay, already we said boosting your credit rating. Suppose here, if you are poor or lower which one credit rating, means it will be difficult for us to get a loan from the bank. Understand? Suppose if you are not making payment at the correct time, so it will reduce our credit rating. It will reduce our credit report. So it leads to then it will be a difficulty for us to take a loan from bank in future. Okay, that is credit score. Your credit score will decrease. Next one, fees and charges. Fees and charges means credit card have lot of fees and charges if you don't meet your repayment at the correct time. Then interest rate also very big. Suppose if you are using limited usage only, so suppose if you are withdrawing money with the help of credit card, then they will charge additional charge. Then if you are using amount abroad, if you are using credit card abroad, they will also charge another money, so another amount. So it has limited usage only, then they will charge additional fees if you don't make your repayment at the correct time. So these are the disadvantages of credit card. Okay, so advantages and disadvantages. Then we will look at the pros and cons of already we studied advantages and disadvantages. So if you look, then you will get that same only. Pros: you can make a large purchase now and pay it off in smaller amount over time. Okay, that is first advantages we already studied. Spreading of large purchase. Next here, you can easily use yourself into debt. You can easily put into yourself into debt if you are not careful about your spending. Understand? Already we said expense can add up with the help of credit card. Okay, so easily digging yourself into debt if you are not careful about your spending. Next, carrying credit card is more convenient and safe than carrying a wad of mass of cash. Mass of cash. And credit cards are more widely accepted than personal checks. Personal check rather than personal checks, we can use credit card. Next, the ease of using credit card can cause you to overspend. So no need to pay amount now. So then we will spend more amount. Suppose if we want to purchase only 1000 rupees items, but now no need to pay. So if example, it will motivate us to spend more than 5,000 or 10,000. Okay, because buy now, pay later only. Okay, we are not worrying about the future. So now we will spend. Okay. Next one, with the responsible use, you can build your credit, which will be important later on. You can build your credit, means credit report will increase. So if you make a payment, then after that, if you apply for a loan, you will get easily. Next, missing payments or maxing out. Maxing out means to reach a point at which no improvement. To reach a point at which no improvement. Okay, so missing payment or maxing out a card can sink means go down, can sink your credit score quickly. Okay, so if you are not paying the amount at the correct rate, so it will lead to bad credit report. Then after that, if you apply any loan from the bank, they won't give. Next, many credit cards gives you rewards, especially giving you back 1% or more of the money you spend. So lot of advertisement we can see. If you use credit card, the amount will be 1%, 2% less. Next, interest can make even a small debt becomes large over time. Okay, first it will become a small interest, then after that it will become more. Okay, so that is pros and cons of which one? Credit card. Okay, so credit card, any doubts? Clear now? Credit card. Okay, that is credit card. Next one. So credit cards over. Next one. So credit card, unsecured loan over. Next one, personal loan. Personal loan. Okay. Next, credit card, first unsecured loan, credit card over. Next one, personal loan. So what do you mean by personal loan? It is an unsecured loan. That we know that it is an unsecured loan taken by individuals from bank or non-banking finance company. Muthoot, Bajaj, Fins, Manappuram, non-banking finance company. Okay? Unsecured loan taken by individual from bank or non-banking finance company to meet their personal needs. To meet their personal needs. That is which one? Personal loan. Okay, it is a unsecured. It is an unsecured loan taken by the individual from bank or non-banking finance company. Non-banking finance company, Muthoot, Manappuram, HDFC, Aditya Birla Finance, LIC Housing Finance, Bajaj, Fins. That is an example of which one? Non-banking finance company. Okay, so to meet their personal needs. So it is provided on the basis of their income level, their employment history, repayment capacity. Okay, that they will look on that base only, they will give the loan. Then we know that it is an unsecured loan. So that's why the borrower does not give any collateral security property to the bank to get a loan from, get a personal loan. Okay, then that is why the interest rates on personal loans are higher than those on home, car, or gold loan, because high risk, because this is high risk, because they are giving loan, it is an unsecured loan, the banks are not getting any security from the borrower, so that's why interest will be high. Understand? So then for what purpose we are using this personal loan? It can be used for any personal financial need. It can be used for renovating your home, marriage related expenses, family vacation, your child's education, purchasing electronic gadgets, home appliances, meeting unexpected medical expenses, or any other emergencies. Then otherwise we can use for which one? Investing amount in the shares. Otherwise we can use for purchase of car. That any use, that is personal purpose. Okay, that is personal use. Okay, it is an unsecured loan taken by the individual from bank or a non-financing company to meet their personal needs. So personal means marriage related expenses, then any other expenses related with the personal. Okay, renovating our home. So if you want to go vacation trip, so for that purpose, if you take a loan, that also child's education, if you take a loan, so for purchasing any electronic appliance, anything, refrigerator, washing machine, fridge, mobile, anything, then any other medical expense also, for that purpose if you are taking loan, that is known as which one? Personal loan. Okay, next one, eligibility criteria. So it vary from bank to bank. So the general criteria means your age, your occupation, your age, your job, your income, then your capacity to repay the loan, and place of residence. That are the that we will consider for eligibility criteria. Means if you want to get a loan from bank as a personal loan, so some criteria is there. They will look your age, your job, your income, capacity to repay the loan, and place of residence. Understand? Normally they won't give simply they won't give the personal loan to the applicant. Okay, they will consider, okay, our job, okay, capacity to repay the loan, that they will consider. Means you must have the regular income source. Suppose if you are a government staff, means they are used to give, they will give without any any difficulties, they will give the loan. But if you are working in the private institutions, if you are a self-employed, means they will consider our job, income, capacity to repay the loan, everything they will consider. Okay, that is this one. Then they will give loan for 1 to 5 years. 5 years loan they will give. Okay, then longer also they will give on the basis of your capacity. Okay, that is eligibility criteria. So after sanctioning the loan, after the approval of the loan, within 7 days we will get the amount. You will get the amount from the bank. They will transfer to your account. Otherwise, they will give directly to us. So these are the things related to personal loan and eligibility criteria. Okay. So next day we will continue the remaining portions. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.